Blog Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome to Cosa Nostra Radio. We're a family of poets from around the world who love to get together and share our love of verse. All are welcome here. The call-in number is 929 477 3951. 929 477 3951. Of course, we ask that you be respectful and cordial to all guests and poets. Let everyone speak, and please don't interrupt. Everyone will get a chance to speak. We treat others here the way that we would expect to be treated. Also, I'd like to mention not all the views and opinions of the guests on the show are reflective of the ownership and management of the Cosa Nostra Radio and are of their own free will. We all believe in freedom of speech and respect for all people. Feedback and conversation are encouraged. Thank you for joining us and enjoy this Cosa Nostra program.
Hello, another edition of Public Poetry, start of a new year, 2023. This is Razz. We're live somewhere, who knows where, on the web, and going to do that thing again with the recital. Want to bring in the usuals, especially my co-host, Mrslilboo. Mrslilboo.
Sorry, I was on mute. Hi, Razz.
Boo.
You hear me? Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry
we can hear you fine and clear.
Okay, good. Sorry if I sound funky.
Transmissions.
Yeah. I'm sick, so. Yeah,
I heard about that. You caught a bit of the virus.
Again.
Flu.
The COVID again.
So are you safe? Are you drinking, hydrating on a regular?
Yes, I am on the regular. Kind of a pain in the ass, but, I'm not very good at quarantining. I'm not good at doing nothing. Sitting around drives me insane. So, but I'm all right. Thank you.
We have opposite mentalities there. I can just quietly stay in one little corner and not move for 18 hours straight. No, I'm just kidding. But
I could never do that.
What is it with this virus? Is it fatal, contagious? You who are experiencing it, do you feel in any way uncomfortable to the point that it might be deadly, or how does it feel, the sensation of being infected by the COVID-19?
Not deadly. I'm not used to having no energy. Everything makes me out of breath. Everything makes me exhausted. Just going up the stairs. I'm never like that. I'm a spaz. I have a lot of energy, but I work 3 jobs and whatnot, so it's hard for me to sit and rest. But other than that, it's okay.
I'm sure you're doing just well. The fatality rates are extremely low. It's like 3% of everyone who's been infected, and that would be like 1 billion people. So I'm hoping for your better health, Boo. And I'd like to bring in right afterwards our main extra co-lead on the panel, Rack.
Hey, speaking of leaving her breathless, huh? Yes, I've come to leave you breathless. Call me COVID.
You leave me breathless every time, Rack.
I gotta stop smothering you with the pillow.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was in Halloween 3.
Oh, God. Well, giving someone a tracheotomy is just another way to leave them breathless, I guess, huh?
That's a fucked up way to do it, but yeah.
Oh, man.
Dropping them dead,
what?
Boo.
What was that, Raz?
You're dropping them dead, Boo. Leaving them breathless. Rack is suggesting to review their poetry for last year.
Anybody else there, Rack? Raz?
Yeah, we have 2 more callers, and I think this one Boo's been waiting to hear on the blog for a while. Is that you, Adam?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh.
What's up, everybody?
Hello,
Rack, you gotta loosen that chokehold. You got that chokehold. Even though it's a silk set, you gotta loosen it up a little bit. You can't handle it. Taking a breath every step, man. Come on, loosen the chokehold.
I learned from what was his name? Michael Caine? No, not Michael. David Carradine. David Carradine.
Autoerotic. God damn, he went out horribly. Hung himself in a closet with a dildo up his ass or something. Damn.
What a way to go.
David Carradine.
Homoerotic literature.
Autoerotic asphyxiation. He killed himself on accident. Ba-ding. Right on time.
I'm happy to see you, Adam.
Or hear me.
Try not to do too much, but, hey, I'm happy to hear you, I mean.
Yeah, it's all the same. It's relevant. It's relative. Fuck it.
Nah.
If there's time, then you have relevancy. And one more caller is here in the studio. Hello?
Yes, this is Wayne.
Wayne. Scratching that brain with Wayne.
Bring in the Kentucky bourbon.
Boo, hope you get the tongue better. Don't get any vaccination shots. Don't get the vaccination no more.
I refuse. That's why I'm in this boat again.
Oh, man. I bet it ain't too bad. You just stay healthy. Eat vitamins.
I don't like to be told what to do, Wayne.
Oh, don't need vitamins. Don't do that.
Yeah, she can think for herself.
A little anti-authority complex there. I can relate.
Yes.
Be careful. I ain't no good either. Anyway, good. Yes, what's up, man?
Man, you were gone forever, dude.
Of course
Good to hear your voice.
I've been busy.
Wait. You have you can't use those words. You can't use those words. Don't even.
Wayne's a superhero. He was run down in traffic, and he came back to standing up.
You're all going to get a spanking. That's...
Oh, yeah, a long time ago.
Wayne's like Chuck Norris, dude. He's a myth and a legend, all wrapped up in these.
Right.
You know, Jesus can walk on water, but Wayne can swim through land, right?
I used to walk on water and I quit.
You can quit.
It's a good parlor trick.
I don't know how to walk on water, but I sure can drink wine.
There you go.
That sounds like a lyric. I
week.
like that. I can't walk on water, but I can sure drink wine. Sounds like a country song, man.
I could sure drink me some wine.
Are you guys ready for this poetry recital?
Rock and roll.
We're ready to get started. We're like pink up in this bitch.
We're waiting with bated breath, right?
One of you lovely gentlemen.
The one are pink, and blue.
Adam, I nominate you.
Who wants to kick off the recital? Would you like to go first, Adam, since you're the caller in line of order of who I picked over the phone?
Yeah, I say Adam goes first.
Since Boo so wishes, I wish for Boo to have her wishes met. All right. I put it in the fucking topic board, so it's there. It's called Hemingway Way. This is a little dark. Fuck it. Pages of salt-crusted poetic pontificating, tobacco stains of less than memorable, verses burned in stench, alive in nostrils of death, fallow in their regret, written in wasted whiskey breaths, sipped and chugged, broken as bottles thrown into corners of my wastebasket, theft, swept up in patience, left crumple, boxed up and shoved off, la-di-da, used to the shrug-offs and never enough. Sorrow worries for my lowling tones, bright up love with dead lingering light, clasped from the stars a blur in the night sky, which hangs from the rope taut to my pen's grasp. Bodies vacant of need and so empty, it burrows deep in the void, hollows out what you may believe leaves, what never should have been. Drapery for windows withered of pains, pained, heavy clothes slammed shut, lids can't be lifted, skiff riddled in holes, poked out in torturous laugh. As inebriation folds me into dirty laundry, I gasp. This craft's a joke. If I could choke her till eyes orgasm in my dominance, I'd just slap the pleasure from the page and remind this mistress, you're only the interlude, an interloper that bears this weight. And the degradation would salivate her mouth, masticating words perched upon lips quivering. In slings and arrows I lament, burning a bridge I didn't actualize, a riff-raff build of loop-de-loop nonsense. I pleasure in ripping and burning coffin nails I hammer in spite. Kite these, let me know the lack of its meaningful touch, because I care not what matters to a brain. Sucking the refuge through marrow, bone, sinew, snap bones, slanted skews of views. I watch the body bloat, rocking against the shores of life dead. And if you think I worry, I do. This is a ticket, unpunched and non-exchangeable, morrow slewing, a regret or insomniac's thirst for me, every deranged tingle of a body confused in the abuse is another reason to breathe and scribble, aloof, Peckish vexes of my sabotage, la-di-da, bon voyage, sink, and peace.
Yes, definitely. And I was wondering if you meant Ernest Hemingway, the writer. As you know, he led a very brilliant life, but unfortunately met his end by a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And this is, I would perceive to be part of the philosophy of which he lived by, is that behind every life there is a mind constantly thinking. I love this piece, Adam. Wayne, what do you say of
thank
this?
you, Razz.
By Rorschach
I'm
Scott?
undeserving of your praise, but I appreciate when you see me.
I said, man, this is written in the Hemingway way. He would be proud of this poem. All the steps for the conch and the five-toed cats. I see Hemingway in your words and in your voice. You did a good job of this. I like it.
Oh shit! Damn, Wayne. Man, oh, thank you. Look.
And what about you, Rack and Rorschach?
I so enjoy when he bleeds on the page rather than try so hard. So this is full of emotion, and you know, I guess this is what you've been stirring up or whatever you've been doing on your free time. Don't do it again, bitch.
I'm just a train wreck. That's all.
That was both loving and sarcastic. There you go. I think, is this one new? Oh, you wrote this one in November. Okay. I was going to say, this seems like a lot of hatred here, a lot of being pissed off, right? I mean, versus burn and stench.
There's parts of that in that, Boo. You're perceptive. You see things. There's more, though. There's more. There's a lot more.
I mean, yeah, there's more. I'm getting there. But maybe this...
Right, you got to read it. I forgot. Right.
This is words to another poet, you know, possibly.
No.
You know, and then... I'm not saying...
Well,
just saying this
it could be. I mean, no. Like, it could be like the great... anybody, right? Anybody looking in. That's, I mean, it's me versus me. If you're taking a gander, take a gander. It's me versus me. It's me against me. That's what it is. And if you get to see the show, now you're seeing it. Like Rack said, I'm bleeding on the page in this one. It may rank a fucking 3.6 under -7. I don't give a fuck what it ranks, but this is my soul on a page when I ain't feeling shit.
Yeah, no, you can't judge quality by the right selective amount of words. That's just like a useless system there, a rating.
Yeah.
But you know, but you're saying, like, you know, you're saying that, like, you said loathing tones you're talking about, and then your pen's grasp bodies vacant and need for still empty. How writing helps you with expressing yourself and filling those empty spaces,
right.
I think.
I'm saying writing's a whore. A whore I lean to that there's nothing left but the muse bites, and I got the twinge like an addict that needs a fix. She's my little whore, and I got to use her, and I hate her in the same meaning, and I hate her in the same breath that I love her. And I wish I didn't have to do this goddamn thing. I wish I didn't need to do this. I've been doing this since I was a child, and I hate it. I hate it as equally as much as I love it, and it's fucking confounding. Fucking confounding bullshit.
Why do you hate it and love it, though?
Yes, that's part of what's going on in this piece.
Embrace the hate, dude.
I know, that's what I say.
Sounds like my wife.
Yeah, you need the right promo guy, Adam, right there on your book cover title. It's Profound BS. Come and look.
Yeah, that's an excellent book title.
The best part about it, though, Adam, as much as you hate it, if you're able to get rid of it by putting it on the page, then you can get rid of it in 2 seconds as much as it's
I wish I could, Rack. I don't have that like you, man. I brood into it. I dwell in it. I get it out. I write it, and it lives still. And it lives still in me. And it always lives in me. Everything lives in me. It never gets out of me. Everything, every sting, every beautiful thing, every hurtful thing I've ever been through, it all just lives all the time, just like a fucking rainforest running wild, growing. It's all there, and nothing goes, nothing heals. Just new things help heal the damage. The damage is still there. It's like a neuroplasticity. The damage is there. You just heal around it a little bit, but it's still there. I can't exercise these demons. Thank you, everybody.
Maybe you should try another medium.
I can't exercise.
That's word
poetry.
Painting.
So uplifting.
Yeah.
That's poetry, Adam. My demons are fat and lazy like me.
Yeah, they just hang about. God damn it! Well, you got to get to know them. You know what I mean?
I can't exercise my demons. They're fat and lazy like me. Give them a donut and they're happy.
Yeah, you got to give them a little flesh to keep them at bay a little bit.
Burnt offering.
Eventually, you're skin and bones.
Golden bones.
Wayne, tell us about that barbecue, Wayne.
Barbecue. I love
burnt
barbecue.
Yeah.
The younger the kid, the better it tastes. The younger the kid, the better it tastes.
Gotta get the right amount of char.
In that House of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Low and slow, right, Wayne?
Don't pay no attention to me. Squeal, don't pay no attention to him.
Marinated in a little Kentucky bourbon.
That's funny. Now I'm looking for Wayne.
Yeah, the Colonel's new recipe is pretty old. That kind of marination, right? So we have another call in the studio. All right. Hello?
Hello, new caller.
Oh, this is my friend DJ from Clubhouse.
DJ Smack.
Nice to hear you, DJ.
From the 413. What's goody?
How are you?
Yeah.
Just hanging out?
We're just here doing our thing with recital. You know, it's funny you mentioned those numbers. 411 is not even giving out information anymore to half of the masses out there. New statistics back.
413. 413.
13, but yeah, you're right about that. I called 411 the other day, and they said that doesn't exist that number doesn't exist anymore. That's what she told me. I said, then who are you? How are you answering? Oh, you need to call 211.
Hey, they got a website now. They got a website now.
Nobody
they got
wants to help
white
you anymore
pages and the
on
blue
a website.
pages and shit.
West Side.
I'm looking for Wayne.
What y'all guys on? What y'all got going on?
Oh, here we go. Are you ready for Wayne? We're gonna do
Google search.
You got Wayne?
Say what?
I
think
you got Wayne.
I don't have Wayne's SoundCloud boot.
I got it ready. Get the poem, please.
413. What area code is that?
Nah. That's a song. That's a whole song.
413. Oh no shit. What is?
Which one we're gonna do by Boo? By Wayne?
Hey, play the song and you'll understand.
What form do you have? I'll get for you.
Wayne first. We're gonna do Wayne's, and then we'll do. I have to get yours ready. So.
Yeah.
Okay, you have the.
Yeah. Well, let's.
Razz.
What's the name of it? I'll get it for you.
Okay, now, got your song ready here.
Okay, what form I'll get it for you?
What can we? I'm going to do Wayne's first, okay? So
he's gonna post the link. Wayne says he's getting.
I'll get the phone for you to give me the name of it.
Titles.
Called What Can We Do? No, for you, Wayne. Isn't it called What Can We Do?
Yeah, okay, I got this one. I'll get it.
Okay.
Who knows what we can do?
Lord knows. Okay.
It's a soup sandwich here, boys. Shit.
Yeah. All right.
But it's
You
tasty.
can copy the link and play it if you need to do that.
Yeah.
No. He's just posting it so you can follow along in text. He's got an audio clip.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There it is right there.
Okay.
If you want Wayne on
right.
Twitter, you have to find it by a different name. He won't tell us.
Well, yeah. If you're not in the group on All Poetry, you won't be able to follow the link unless he's got guests open.
It is called What Can We Do? Up came the squatter, a rider thoroughbred. Up come the policeman, 1, 2, and 3. Can I see your license? Is what the policeman said. Squatter said, I'm not driving, you can't arrest me. Thoroughbred got spooked, feeling my knocking knees. He left the tracks and through the trees. And just like a silver streak, we ended up on Pikes Peak. Looking toward the ocean, couldn't believe what I saw. People dancing everywhere, having a ball. Thousands and thousands and thousands more, like sands on white Pacific shore. Then I heard a gunshot. People started to panic. There were screams and yells. They were frantic. And the hurrying people daunt me. And their pallid faces haunt me. Stayed on the mountain, found a place to live. Thoroughbred and I had so much to give. There was no reason for those folks to die. Finally I had to quit, wondering why. Day after day, someone else would kill. Couldn't understand. Didn't know how to feel. What were these people doing with a gun? Went to bed confused after watching the setting sun. Woke this morning, found it wasn't a dream. Humanity has gone mad. It would seem. People killing people they don't know. When they were born, did they not have a soul? Found out people killing had lost touch. They were all mad. Didn't care for much. Decided to kill. Had no feelings for life. Didn't care how to kill, either gun or knife. Lord knows there was so much anger, couldn't take it anymore. They just wanted to kill, didn't know what for. I wish I could do something to make it stop, but for now, I am staying up on mountaintop. And
yeah, that was definitely killer. And I was looking in the paper. I read about Ben Bacon discovering that the earliest signs of writings, which date back to roughly 60,000 years ago, were these cavemen who left scrawlings on the walls. But when they deciphered it, all it had amounted to was scores of what animals they had killed for the years. So, essentially it seems all of the rest of our knowledge of writing comes from there, this type of tablature of hunting. Who knows?
So,
thank you, Wayne.
So since the beginning of writing, men have been into sports.
Yes, from the blood sport comes all that bleeding we saw with Vorchach. What do you say of this, Rack?
Man, I love Wayne's perspective. He's like, to me, he comes across like a grizzled old man just sitting back and observing the shit that's happening. And sometimes he's in disbelief. Sometimes he just can't stand it so much. He's just got to kill everybody that's standing around him. And in this instance, he's watching human behavior, and it's just disgusting him. And I'm with you, Wayne. I love the way you put it. I love the way you write. You could write just about anything, and you put it in a way that's just so plain and relatable. Excellent.
Cool, thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Remarkable. Yeah, it's killed the oldest word. What a riddle. DJ, you're new, so do you have any say on this piece before we get around to you? Taking up the podium? DJ.
I think, skip him for now. I think, go to Adam.
All right.
Nah, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Wait, DJ's there. Yeah, DJ, what do you have to say to this by Wayne Jen?
I'm right here, but y'all can go ahead and skip me for now. I think it was
No, I
good
sent you the poem. If you want to look at it, we'll come back to you last. And there's people waiting to get in, Raz.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to keep up with the traffic.
Let somebody go before me, and then I'll go next. We're going to do it like that. Yeah. How about that?
He was just asking if he wanted to comment on the poem, that's all. Not read, but that's cool.
No, he said he wants to read it, and then he'll be back and comment. So let's go to Adam.
Adam, what's your say on this? Before we bring in, I think that's Liquid and Dave online.
Okay. Right. This is a great commentary just on the feel overall, like as a social expression. He I went past and read. He was pulling from some things I'm unfamiliar with, but he used them in which a way a man of perspective can see and reflect. And aren't we better than that? I mean, I just get this feeling like I'm in the middle of my comment, but I don't want to like say my comment, so I'm just gonna go from the heart with it. But yeah, it's like it's a social commentary of a man. I would say a modern man looking, not even a modern man, right? Because that's all out of place and contextual. You know, morals and things are not fixed. Morals change with time. What is right, what is wrong, all this changes with time, but there will always be a point, like, of an enlightened mind that stands apart from even those who would assume that they are of the know or of the right or of the majority of what is. Like it's against authority with the whole idea with this cop, swaggering in like, hey, what are you doing here, squatter boy? And but he takes these simple ideas that are going throughout, and it's just like he's dumbfounded. He's fucking stupefied by the absurdity of man. And you know what? That's always been humankind, man. That's always been us, and it's always these. It never ends. It's the cycle. And I don't know what Wayne. I'm sorry, Wayne. I don't know. I'm probably jacking it.
I didn't have my speaker on. I'm sorry. I didn't have my speaker on.
Oh shit. I don't know, but it's me. I like Wayne's commentary. I like, what the fuck, man? Like, I stand where he stands. It never makes any sense. Sure, there's a time to kill. I shoot him fucking again. Sure. When it's right, when it's righteous, when it's meant, when it needs to be. There's such thing as righteous anger. I'm not going to get on God because I don't believe in one God or another. Man's arrogance and pride will always be his downfall, and that's been since the beginning of time. There's no one's right, no one's wrong. That's all I got to say about that. But we know in our hearts, that, man, anyway, I'm rambling on. But yeah, Wayne struck a good, strong point here, and just you sit back sometimes dumbfounded by all sides, not just one side. You're dumbfounded by just man. We're dumbfounded by ourselves. Look at us all. Look at us all. A bunch of clowns and fools playing like we're God and we know what we're doing.
Yeah, the point is, we have to quit killing people. Everybody's going out killing everybody. We need to stop killing people. That's what the poem's all about, is awareness. Like you said, it's awareness, and everybody knows we got to stop killing people. It's crazy.
And these are words also from Banjo Patterson, right? From Banjo Patterson's poem. So that alone is
I think some of the lines, they give me some lines to use, and I use those lines in the poem. So it's kind of they got that offshoot sometimes. They had to use lines from another poet. So but anyway, the rest is not to quit killing people.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be seen that way, the kill part, because we have to do that in order to have food on the table. But you don't have to reduce it to your own species. I agree with you there, Wayne.
I'm talking about these people go out and shoot 10 people they don't know for no reason, just go kill people.
Assholes that are shooting up schools, shooting up kids, shooting up shit for no reason. These are the pricks he's talking about.
They shoot you at Walmart, they shoot you wherever you go.
That's just tragic.
Don't capture the flag.
Kill people.
Just don't park in my spot. Bang.
Sinister's on the line.
Hey, this sound like
early
a
bird,
self-defense.
bang.
What's up? See, now I'm going to go all totally out of context and quote James Addiction. Some people should die, man. That's just common knowledge. I don't even know what really we're talking about, but I just had to say that. What's up, everybody?
Sinister.
Linda.
Good to have you here.
Welcome, Linda.
Everybody,
Thanks.
More mushrooms and acid properly and smoked a lot of weed, we'd be a happier planet.
No joke. Let's all light
Nah,
up.
man, they're still gonna fucking rain on this shit.
Look into the hypno.
I heard your geek, Linda. Did you want to say something
one
about
has
Wayne?
shit in the other. That's reality, buddy.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if we're all hopped up on acid and shrooms, pot.
No, you're looking at it wrong. I'm talking about people getting in touch with fucking
here?
nature
No
and
raining.
yourself
All right,
and your soul.
Sinister,
I'm
you're
not
more
talking
than
about getting fucked up to get fucked up.
Okay, one mic, everybody.
That's
Come on, look at it.
That's what we're talking about. It's people get fucked up on their own things and get on their high horses and do it just for kicks.
Wayne, look what
people
you
don't do anything on purpose with intent, and that's the problem, you know?
Well,
I hear you.
We have one more caller in. Liquid's there in the background.
Liquid, yeah, she's back. I hear Liquid.
You forgot about me again.
I wanted to say something, Razz. Can you let Linda speak? Okay, one mic, everybody, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, I thought that was epically beautiful, Wayne. It brought chills to my spine, or maybe it's because I'm in a tank top and I live in Alaska. But either way, I thought it was a strong right. You know, today at church, a man walked in and he got up in front of the church and he started to preach, and he was saying, crying, saying that evil was winning. And it was very apparent from the start that the man was suffering from some certain disease or illness. But the pastor and somebody tried to pray for him, and he didn't want anybody praying from God to him. And they explained to him that evils can't win. It's in Revelations that good wins out over evil, but that's from the Bible. But after service, I went up to the pastor to tell him that he handled it well, calming the man down. But I told him that I totally get where the guy's coming from. When we feel that way, that evil is just too much to handle and it's winning, you kind of want to go hide yourself or come out punching, either way. But I totally got where the guy was coming from, and your poem here kind of touched along the lines of what we witnessed today at church. A man feeling hopeless over the violence in the world, and not being able to voice it properly. But I think you did a really good job here, Wayne. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Linda. You got it right. Thank you.
You're welcome, Wayne.
Evil doesn't win. That's one interesting game of Monopoly. So let's get around to DJ. Do you have any more feedback for this, sir?
Was this the one that he sent me about the police and having a gun and killing people?
Yeah.
Because it sounds like he's a product of his environment, and it sounds like that, you know, he had no choice but to pick up that gun and started to fidget himself, you know, sort of like people in the hood and, you know, poverty, written places like that. And it sounds like that's what it sounds like to me. So good work. That was a good one.
Thank you.
Hey, you got everybody talking, Wayne. It's always a sign of a good poem, you know.
Yeah.
And you did Joe Patterson proud there too. So, and I agree with you. We got to stop killing and got to stop all the bullshit nonsense. So, good piece, Wayne. Thanks for coming.
All we need is love.
Just because you made
all we
it,
need is love, and let's pass around a joint. Let's go. That's all right. So, the next one is going to be DJ. He doesn't have a poem; it's just a song, so we're just going to listen. Here we go.
Yes. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes. Let's get it. Feel niggas. I'm from the streets, nigga. Believe that it's all hood. I keep my heater on my person in my all black hood. I'm from the streets, nigga. What you thought it was sweet? What you know about that field, nigga? 413, yeah, the streets, nigga. That's the shit that I'm on. There's real niggas in your presence, please, so don't be alarmed. I'm from the street, nigga. Even though my style is superb, I happen to rap. I smack a cat right now when that's word. Yo, I get busy on instrumentals. I'm Major League, never little. I break them C's supporters in the ass to the hospital. You squeak like a bag of Skittles with pitiful rap. Perhaps I slap this cat and blast him with his own gat. In fact, I strap just for situations like this. Give me your mic, fuck a beat and watch you murder this shit. Just call it a hit. Intended for the enemy side. I'm ready to ride. Don't fuck with me, you never survive. I shot at your pride. Advise all you suckers to step. I smack them sleeves off the stage, so motherfuck your rep. Don't disrespect. I'm checking every nigga that does. We can do this in the ring or in the streets with no gloves. I'm showing no love when bars off the Henny and Coke. And if you provoke, that's when y'all niggas see gun smoke. I'm rocking the boat. I'll make a suckers walk the plank. I drop bombs on your shit, is guaranteed to sink. I'm built like a tank, equipped plus I'm ready to blast. Springfield is the city rolling up with the mask. I'm snatching the cash and dash. I can never be touched. I don't give a fuck about you suckers trying to act tough. I'm calling your bluff, so trust I ain't playing no games. If you a cop or a roast, either way it's a rage. So lay on the pave, cause when it's bloody roar I rave. I'm fresh out the field and free like a runaway slave. I'm from the streets, nigga. Believe that it's all hood. I keep my heater on my person in my all black hood. I'm from the streets, nigga. What you thought it was sweet? What you know about that field, nigga? 413, yeah, the streets, nigga. That's the shit that I'm on. There's real niggas in your presence, please, so don't be alarmed. I'm from the street, nigga. Even though my style is superb, I happen to rap. I smack a cat right now when that's word. I'm from the street. Y'all niggas ain't ready for the style I'm about to release. I'm a fucking madman. A monster, just call me a beast. Y'all niggas talking out the side of your neck and your teeth. I would smack it, but y'all niggas might call the police. I'm a fucking field nigga, reppin' my city to death. The world is mine and the rest of y'all niggas is guests. Y'all spittin' bullshit on the mic and I ain't impressed. I take it back to 85 and make it sound fresh. Yes, I'm doing this. Niggas could never ruin this. 413, I be the Springfield hooligan, true to this. I'm hotter than most of y'all niggas out. Now your time is running out. Consider this the countdown, cause my style it's exotic, my nigga. If you got the clientele, I got the product, my nigga. I'm wildin' up liquor, smoking on the L to the brick. And you got problems with the T, yo, I'm coming to get you. I'm from the streets, nigga. Believe that it's all hood. I keep my heater on my person in my all black hood. I'm from the streets, nigga. What you thought it was sweet? What you know about that field, nigga? 413, yeah, the streets, nigga. That's the shit that I'm on. There's real niggas in your presence, please, so don't be alarmed. I'm from the street, nigga. Even though my style is superb, I happen to rap. I smack a cat right now when that's word. I'm from the streets, nigga.
Alright, that was Raw, DJ. Yeah, you have to get this out there. I'll just have to hear this kind of music. I think it's the right level of rap, of which the business has been headed for many directions for years. You have it old school, new school, just straight up hip-hop. Thanks for contributing.
Yes,
for
sir.
tonight.
Appreciate that. And it actually coincides with
my boy,
homeboy's poem.
To DJ here.
What did you say?
Rack.
That was timeless, man. 413, pride in where you come from. And again, like you said, it does flow with the previous poem. Observational about shooting. I liked it.
Well, thank you.
All right. And
hey, DJ.
What about you, Sinister? Feedback?
Hey, DJ. What's up, man?
What's up?
Took me a second to put two and two together. Put them spaces at there. Hey, so 413, man, how close is that to 415?
Say, what's up?
I said, how close to 413 to 415?
I don't even know what 415 is at.
I'm pleased to have it. Do this shit all week. Anyway, dude, I dug that, man. I've heard you do a couple things before, but nothing that produced, man. And I dig it. I see where your gusto comes from, brother. You got that shit down.
Thank you. I appreciate the love.
What about you, Adam?
Yeah, I've been waiting. Shit, I was gonna say that's all you on all that was all you, 100%. It's pretty decently produced, man. I like the feel. There's like some feel in there. Reminds me of, now this can be loaded or whatever, but it's a nice blend. You get a little bit of, very strong in the East Coast Midwest feel, old school style though on that matter, but there's a little bit of the a little West vibe, not much of it, but he does come hard. He has like a, I don't know how to put it. He didn't really heavy-handed it though, but there's like a little DMX style in there. It's not heavy-handed. There's very light touch of it. He could have probably, with this backup, like backing himself up in the some of the verses, the chorus. I mean, but it was strong, man. It was a good hype rap. You know what I mean? Like where you hype yourself up. I get it. I feel it. I know it. It's good. But he's also taking a strong point of who he is, where he's from, what he's about. He's a soldier in the field. Yada-yada. He said it all. He said a lot without saying much. I appreciated the line up on the Henny and Coke. Oh shit. Because I don't know. It spoke to me. And his lines, it's just you know what? I've lived in the hood, various hoods, different times in my life. I've lived in blended hoods. I lived in all black hoods. It is what it is, and I understand. So it's a solid piece, man. It's a solid piece. Especially, you can tell he produced it himself, and he did a damn fine job doing it.
I most definitely appreciate the love once again. But it's clearer than that. If I was playing it strictly through the app, you would hear the bass booming and you can hear
right.
Clearly.
Something gets lost in translation all the time, man.
Man. But yeah.
Get caught up in the hood.
I agree. Right, but it sort of sounds a little bit like LL Cool J kind of in the beginning, like
that's
earlier.
The East Coast vibe. That's the East Coast vibe he was putting out with it.
Yeah, and it was relevant, real, telling us what's up, what it's about, and your reality.
Well, like Rex, it's timeless. It's timeless. Like you could play this, you could play that like 20 years from now, it'll still be relevant because it's so non-specific but also relevant.
Agreed. Good job, DJ.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Linda, what do you think?
I thought it was very raw and instinctual, sung by a warrior from the heart. Old school type, very well produced, I thought. Crazy well done. I liked it. I think you did a really great job getting your point across, and you did it in a controlled way. Like you weren't all crazy and insane. You had a point to make, and you made it, and I got it. So thank you for sharing that. It was awesome. You did a really good job putting that together.
Thank you again. I tried. That's a good point, Linda. Controlled. There was a good sense of control in that. For real. I like that you pointed that out.
Yeah, thank you.
Because that was present. That was definitely present. You could feel that you had control. Like you were very purposeful.
Well, I would say it was more a sense of pride. It was where he comes from. Excuses, no explanation. This is it.
It was measured, though.
It was all of the above. Yeah.
Right.
I appreciate you guys.
Coming straight up from the hood. 413. All right, we have it all down now.
The Henny and
Coke. So, Boo, what do we have next? Are we going to order? We made the calls in the studio.
We're going to do something from Rack.
You can skip me. You got enough to do. Skip me. Don't worry about it.
Not getting skipped. Nope.
We have a stack load of papers here. Yeah.
Don't worry. We'll get through. We can always come next week. So we're going to do the people that are here, obviously, first. Okay? That's how we roll. So, I'm going to get, I'll get Rack's poem. Never mind. I'll grab it. I just remembered this because I like it. I forget how to spell Raconteur. I think I screwed up. Oh, no, there we go.
I do that same shit all the time, bro. I'll be like,
Duh, I know. I never had it right yet. Okay, so, all right, let me see. I'm going to do this one. Okay. Hope you don't mind, Rack.
That's why it's on the board, is whoever wants to read it. But,
I have the audio for this one for you. So I'm just going to put it over there now. Okay. Okay, here we go. So.
To whom it may concern regarding Henry.
Here we go. Here's Rack's poem. There we go. Okay.
How to avoid an argument.
Oh, no.
How to Avoid an Argument by Raconteur. Snuggling on the couch, watching a movie. The house was silent, and we stopped searching for things to say. The lights were down low, and we had just finished a bottle of Chardonnay. Absently, my hand covered hers, giving it a gentle squeeze, causing her eyes to seek out mine, accusing me of being a wicked tease. With an impish grin, I pulled her onto my lap, taking the hint to mount an attack. I growled, "I'll show you, tease," and rolled to the floor, pinning her flat on her back. I gently bit her lower lip as she tried desperately to remain still. Pulling her hair exposed her neck, and I grazed hungrily with carnal skill. She whimpered and squirmed beneath me, tugging off her clothing and sending it flying, riding wave after wave of ecstasy, crashing to the ebb and flow of our sighing. Lying together in a heap, sharing dreams of what lies ahead. Exhaustion takes over and we fall asleep, avoiding a fight over making the bed. And boom.
Very cute.
Yeah, I could see double sides on the tango. I was thinking about it just this morning. A long time ago when I was a teenager, I had a ex-girl sleeping in my bed, and I just slept on the floor. And so, that's how it goes. Pre-adolescence harmony. Adam, what do you think of this?
It was awesome, man. I love the play-by-play. Really, just the play-by-play. You just see it all happening, unfolding, and it was smooth. It was a smooth maneuver there to ultimately avoid any. Yeah, that was great. I liked it. It was enjoyable. It was and it was sexy. It was very sexy. Very sexy, and he played it well. That's Rack, man. That's Rack.
Rack went up and hit off that bat.
Sexy and clever. sexy and clever.
Just like you, Rack, sexy and clever. Linda, what'd you say?
You know, I thought that was so extremely well orchestrated. The way you brought us in, and then the punchline, and I will always say that humor is the hardest thing to write. And when you can get a laugh out of people, you have done your job well. Raconteur, this was beautiful. I really loved it. You just, the whole thing was written with such ease, and you took us in one direction, and then you laid out the punchline and made us all laugh. I loved it. Thank you for sharing it, darling.
I'm glad you laughed.
Yeah, that was dope. It sounds like something that I say. You was on here wilding. You say I glazed hungry Cornell kid. Oh man, you was wilding. You whimpered. Oh man, you was bugging. You was bugging.
Yeah.
But I liked it, man. And like they said, it was funny. The delivery was dope. I like the way you delivered it. That was a good one right there.
Thanks, bro.
That was definitely good. Word to mother. Somebody still keep laughing in the background. That was a good one, though.
Sin put a spin.
Sin put a spin.
Sin for the sin. I'm always sin. But, you know,
Sin never makes sense.
Here's the thing with Rack, man. This guy is not only a class act, but he's a deviant fucker, too. But he writes so calm and mellow, it just passes on like he ain't doing shit.
You got chicks whimpering
and garden throwing shit at everybody. It's funny as fuck. I love it.
Thanks.
I think after a night like not really worried about who makes the bed at this point, but that was really funny. And you always do like
the way to get out of it.
Yeah, you know, Boo, I knew I wanted to make people laugh. That's why I became a stripper.
Putting down.
And I mean, Rack. Yeah, you're always funny, you know. I like all your poetry. Are you ready, Sinister?
I wanted to piss people off. That's how I became a nun-rack.
Let Linda go first. I'm not worried. I'm still deciding.
Okay, no.
I want
you ready,
fresh
Linda?
off the. Come on, Sin. Bring some fresh, something really good, something new. I haven't heard any Sin for a while. I love Sin style, man.
You want to
really
new or old?
Are you ready, Linda?
What's that?
First Liquid, then Sin. All right. Liquid, are you prepared?
Okay, I had two up there, but the one was a Christmas one that was put up a few weeks ago, so I put another one up there for tonight because we don't want to hear any more Christmas shit.
No.
It's called Three Sisters in the Tree.
Yeah,
That's
Three
it.
Sisters in the Tree.
Oh goodness, ASAP Fables.
It's like a perfect circle, 3 Libras.
30.
All right. I'm going to post that on the board for you, Liquid. You can take the podium.
Like 3 witches that share the eye, the 3 fates.
Yeah, those would have been the fates in the Greek mythology.
Okay. This is called
yours, man.
Tree by Liquid Damage. Once upon a time, there'd be 3 sisters in a redwood tree. The sisters were all cute and sassy. The tree, it was all mean and nasty. The tree, indeed, it had a face and 2 arms that could embrace. The sisters 3 wore ribbons tied with dresses for each one dyed. A color that quite suited vary, blueberry, daffodil, and cherry. The tree was dark and forest green, the tallest redwood you've ever seen. Now Lucille wore her dress blueberry, Helen wore her dress in cherry, Alice dressed in daffodil. They all had lace and fancy frills. Once in the forest as they walked, they chanced to hear the redwood balk. Stop right there, you little thieves. Stop crunching up my fallen leaves. Stop right there and don't be rude, and please don't have such attitudes. I saw you steal my watch of gold, so please confess my watch you stole. The sisters three denied his claim. We didn't take it, they exclaimed. So shut your mouth, you lying tree, or we'll make you an amputee. At that, the redwood started reeling and saying things that weren't appealing. Curse you, little girls of three, why do you taunt this redwood tree? At that, the girls began to laugh. We've been quite nice on your behalf, and for your golden watch, I'd say something else took it away. Please tell us why you need it so. It's not like you have to go any place to be on time. It's not like being late's a crime. Well, replied the redwood tree, you could deny it's time for tea or time to go to bed at night. I need my watch to make it right. Come closer here so I can see if you've taken it from me. And before Alice could say, don't go near, just keep away, the tree had grabbed up sweet Lucille, and then he started to unreel. He quickly popped her in his mouth. In doing so, he ripped her blouse. The sisters too stared in shock. Then Helen picked up a rock. He threw it hard at the tree and hit him where his knee should be. Spit her out, you wicked wood. I don't think you understood. Your golden watch I see right there, underneath your leaves so near. As she neared to pick it up, he shoved Lucille down his gut. Then he grabbed at Helen too, but not the watch, 'cause Helen threw. Alice, standing there in horror, couldn't take this anymore. She caught the watch that Helen threw and told the tree they'd switcheroo. You must be joking, you can see. It's really not the watch I need. I used it as a decoy so you three sisters wouldn't go. Now I have enough of you. You can go, the one of you. The other two will fit just right if they do not pick a fight. The joke's on you, you horrid tree, because I have an axe with me. I'll start chopping till you spit my sisters out, lickety-split. So Alice took the axe and chopped. She chopped and chopped till he screamed stop. But so he knew what's in store, Alice chopped a little more. First came Helen, out she dropped, and then Lucille came with a pop. Alice stood there looking grim. She had had enough of him. The tree replied, I was a sage, but that was in a different age. A witch changed me into a tree, one who loves debauchery. She said 600 years I'd be hated like an atrocity, but all I need to be free is finding someone to like me. That's why I use my watch each day to find 600 years my way. I also needed you to stay by my side and to play. But now that you all hate me true, I don't have a chance with you. So a tree I'll always stay. My human form shall fade away. Wait, cried Lucille, before we go. What can I do? I'd like to know. A kiss from three would show that witch that it's time to make the switch. And so the sisters three broke down and kissed the tree upon his crown. And just like that, a man stood there, full of light and loving care. Then the sisters three did fight, who would get to love this night. I loved him more, so said Helen, so I'd really like you both to go. Now the knight had had enough, so quickly gathered up his stuff. He had some leaves and 12-year scotch, some twigs he liked, and of course, his watch. Off he ran into the woods. He ran as fast as he could. The moral of this story be, never trust a wicked tree. Thin poem.
Yeah! Woo!
Yeah. All right. Hurrah. And, you know, in your excellent style and form, Liquid, you carry this through like any poet who's really in their prime. I like the whole narrative. I like the fact that you take us to what to be warned of. And in this metaphor, it's the wicked tree. And I like to see that as an inclination of falling for false knowledge. And, if once you're trying to absorb yourself in the wrong information, then you're obviously going to be misled. Rack, what do you say to this?
Linda, it's an age-old story. A couple of girls get some wood. The guy runs off into the night before they find out that his bark was worse than his bite.
Very good. Very good.
I think I saw that in Evil Dead too. I'm not positive about the girls
I knew that was coming at some point, and I kind of figured it would be from you. So,
Bruce
well
Campbell,
done.
right? You mentioned any tree that comes alive and wicked. That's what I start flashing back to the mescaline in the late '90s.
Right.
Adam,
right.
what do you say of this, my liquid?
Oh, this was just madness. Well,
we're all mad.
Well-versed madness. That's all I got to say about that.
He was just branching out.
Yeah, Road Dogg has going new Highway 66 route. DJ,
just leave it alone.
Your input on liquid.
Hey, it sounds like the reverse Hansel and Gretel type shit that you got going on right there.
Right.
That's what it sounds like. For real. But it was good, and I liked it. It was fucking...
Thank you.
Like you said, he ripped his blouse. Y'all going out and get axes and all types of shit, and he chopped and he chopped. And like, what the hell? But yeah, it sounds like, all in all, to sum it up, it sounds like some reverse Hansel and Gretel type shit when they pushed the bitch in the oven and got the fuck out of there.
Put the bitch in the oven and got the fuck out of there.
That's what happened. Well, good job. That was a good piece. I liked it. I loved it, actually.
Thank you very much.
Any story with
recap of the story.
Any story where three women kiss some wood,
That's true.
In the oven. This is really creative, Linda. I mean, it's a pretty long poem, but it didn't even feel that long because, as always, your meter flow is perfect, right on the money. It flows like a song. It sounds very musical to me, very lyrical. That's what your poetry always does. I like the tree grabbed up sweet Lucille and then he started to unreel. He quickly popped her in her mouth. Doing so he ripped her blouse. It's like kind of, it's funny, it's unique, it's well written, and it's entertaining like you always do. Thank you.
Right on. Thanks, Boo.
So, Sinister, would you like to comment on Linda, or did you already before you go? There's Sin.
Sin.
He's gathering his thoughts.
Sin spin.
Maybe he's with his kids or something with his kids. I don't know. Okay. Well, I guess we could go back to him. Raz,
yeah, he's
you
coming
back
yours? In. All right. Let me unmute him real quick. No, wait. Sin's there. I saw him on the board. He dropped off the line. I was just thinking to myself that is beer and pills really a state of sobriety? But, that might have been a random thought. Okay. So,
sobriety.
Yeah, sure. All those chemical flares. Sin,
chemical flares. Yeah, I can hear you now. You can hear me now. Yeah, the blog talk cut fucking hung up on me. So, hey, here's the thing with Linda, man. Linda has a vein all her own, but I like she brought the scotch along and a little bit deviant with the tree, horny tree. You gotta love that shit, man. Linda is a legend. I love it. Horny wood, yes, horny wood.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Drunk, horny wood. But think about it. That tree's 600 years old. It's a lot older than 12-year-old fucking scotch. I want some.
Okay, my friend, you're up, my friend. You ready?
All right. Yeah, it's up there. Adam, something new. I got a lot of new stuff. And I'm going to drop like a new short piece, so we're going to drop this longer one. Everybody got pulled up?
No, not yet. What happened? Is it on the board?
Yeah, but it was on the board a minute ago, so you might have to scroll up a little bit. I put it on the board like right after you put yours on the board.
Oh.
Repost.
Yeah. Repost.
Yeah, repost it. Yeah, mine will scroll up.
Hold on a second.
Oh, yeah, I opened it actually. I have it open. Whispering Deviance to Validate Reason.
Yep. That is it. And there you go, Linda. It is posted back up again.
Thank you, my darling.
This is one of the first poems that's actually written straight to the computer here in quite some time. It's kind of a follow-up to another piece that's not posted on here. There's a lot of stuff not posted on here. I got a bunch of shit typed up. Anyway, this is Whispering Deviance to Validate Reason. Reason deadpan echoes of diluted rhetoric I shy to miss. Questioning dams besieged under relentless woe and trepidation. Prolific our portals waxed of tyrannical misgestures you adorned. Upon golden ink doctrines that know infinity's hush, I submit. Grand distances held posterity way too far from recognizable, dwarfed intent. Twisted cyclones of frustration, I'd fuel jet line devastation deep. Amidst the pulse beating and the lines of cohesion that bleed hearts. Dancing wildly from your veranda of overstated afflictions, swept downward, besieging of my boundaries while dining my worth. Paradigms magnified. Claustrophobic gyrations, fester corners shied bile contempt. Shivered as weak libations sent dark and corner, boisterously and diamond intrusions of dank remnants, hope quivers growth. Developing intent-filled purpose where skin can wash clean. Silhouettes, hysteria. Fork chambers burned lava passion, lustful wiles you ignited. Stupid forefront. Dash for the liaison, I was not in regal fashion. More brush fire euphemism from adolescence. Scarred and visceral dousing, obscure atrocities through evanescent, pilfered skies. Turning acceptance into a buoy of grotesque, ludicrous diversion born under stimulant tides. Dance with my palpitations, drunken in daffodils of your love. Carpeted segue wasn't just place once swept up such shame. Toward penetrations that was down, the business added them. Malice, closure, clarity. Nuclear fallout is dystopia of burnt persuasions you assumed. Kamikaze-esque munitions dribbled through fattened lip slips. Theft was felonious structures you crafted. Wistful demise on time. Shattering the boasted nebula until it was a dismal, ungodly sword. Prolific invocations. Silence grew strained fictions of murals where life was fading. A clear path once broad and overgrown, chaotic manipulations. Sprinkling life onto the depraved gardens of thought past one. Love and murmur bids you eternal splendor. We proclaim hope. Tobacco breathing.
All right, you did it as usual, and this is taking me to somewhere else. I listen to the words, I start having visions of an alternate plane where America has been, completely, absorbed and warped. Thank you for all of your abstract expressionism in these verses. And Razz, what do you say to this?
I just, from the title on down, you know, he gives you an idea of what he's going to launch into with the debauchery, and then he certainly delivers it. Debauchery to justify things. I mean, wow. You kind of, I think you could take our breath away better than COVID.
I'm gonna have to stick with my inhaler with the Villa Pro. All right, DJ, you're at Sin. DJ still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. What's goody? Hello?
You have anything to say about this piece?
I didn't send it to you. I don't know if you heard it or you wanted to
circle back to him.
I'm
Circle
sorry,
back.
I walked away from the phone.
Yeah, I'll send it back to you. I'll send it to you.
Dissected, and that's the way it goes, I guess. All right, DJ's
What about you,
occupied.
Linda?
So, Liquid, what's your take on Sinister Spital?
I thought this was emotionally strong. It's just like a beautiful tapestry woven with raw emotionality and inner strength. The abstract of it was absolutely amazing. A masterpiece of abstract art. I really liked listening to you spit, Sin. You have such a unique way of reading your poetry that put accents on certain places that you want us to really sink in. But you did just an amazing job reading this, and although I didn't get all of it, I think it was a beautifully orchestrated piece. So thank you for sharing it.
Just the first stanza alone is incredible. So the wording is unbelievable. Reason and echoes, diluted rhetoric. I try to miss. I mean, come on.
Echo nodes.
What about you, Adam?
So yeah, every fucking line is totally unique fucking metaphor that's heavily saturated with abstract meaning, in which you could derive, you know, whatever from it. Every line, every single line, and that's impressive. There's nothing very repetitive about this at all. Nothing that you could glean from, you know, another writer or another sort of way that we all carry within us, that we all do. No, this is 100% unique through and through. Saying that, every verse is powerful. It speaks a lot. I feel a lot of betrayal throughout this. A lot of a lot of bait and switch shit going on, and throughout this, like he's calling them out. He's calling them out on it throughout the whole piece, and it's very passionate too, because he is speaking from the heart, and he says so as you go through it. A lot of just he's aghast, you know. He can't believe falling for this bullshit yet again. But as the last line kind of sums it up, you know, we're all a fool. Hope is a liar. That, you know, it's that dangling carrot that drags us along. But we hope and wish that love rules all, and so we are the fool that hopes. It's a great piece.
Yo, that one right there. That one right there it had a lot of metaphors in it. You gotta really read between the lines, like saying a lot of things, but three things at the same time if you pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got skills. I like that one. You gotta really pay attention to this one to catch what she's really saying, because it's more than one thing.
That's how he rolls.
Good job.
Thank you. That was a challenge in this. You know, this is kind of a follow up to Unimaginable Break at the beginning of the release, and I've been frequenting AP a little bit more now and watching contests. You know, most of the time it's to release shit that I already wrote. But this the contest was write a letter to a loved one that's no longer there. Don't tell me, make me feel. So, I went in. It just took me, man. It was supposed to only be so many lines and so many this, and I'm like, fuck that, dude. This just came out like in 10 minutes.
I like when they run a contest and then they give you the rules and, it sparks an idea and you want to fuck the restrictions that you're putting on it. The idea was too good to try and shoehorn into something and make it crap. So the hell with saying, oh, I'm only going to do so much with it. I'm gonna explore the idea to the way that I see it becoming a beautiful piece. And I love doing that.
And yes, Boo, I said about 10 minutes. Yep, about 10 minutes.
God damn. You come up with this in 10 minutes. I have no idea, but well, that just shows gifts and talent, in my opinion. I mean, the wording on here, every single line is outstanding. I mean, a lot of people have to bust out a dictionary or thesaurus to even get any of this. I mean, it's so elegant, eloquent, the wording. I mean, claustrophobic gyrations fester, corner shy, and vile contempt. Like, whoa. And then I love four chambers burn, lava, passion, lustful vows, you ignited. I agree with what Adam said. Everything Adam said, it's kind of like, you damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's you want each other, but you know you're bad for each other. You know it's going to hurt you, but still you're there. And, you keep coming back. It's one of those that we always have one of those somewhere along the line, and the questions that you don't have now that you don't have answered, but so poetic and beautifully written, and man, the wording is outrageous, really good. I think this deserves a front page for sure.
You're wrong in the not having the answers. This isn't finding answers. This isn't, I no longer have to deal with this shit, and I have to come about face with what I allowed for so long. So, it's a call for accounting on both ends. My end is the only one that will ever speak, but, you gotta do what you gotta do to get through shit, so do it.
Yeah. Are you now feeling like, you saw those things, those red flags, but you just ignored them?
I'm a fool for love. Yes,
it's got my favorite word in it.
I was, and I will never be again.
What were you saying, Linda?
I said it's got my favorite word in it. It's my safe word with Jerry when I'm having a bad dream. I say veranda, because I've always wanted a veranda, and now I have one. It's actually a deck, but I call it my veranda.
That's awesome.
I can see Linda swinging from her veranda.
Veranda. Wasn't she the chick from Sex and the City? No. Just kidding.
No.
We're going to see Sex and the City reruns? We have all our notes together. Should we move on then?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well done, Sam.
I was going to put mine.
I'm going to do mine real quick. You can just look down on me, and then we'll go on to the rest of the show. So here's my piece. This dates back a little bit to a year or two ago. I had first presented it on Poetic Slice of Life, and this is called, with Stephen K. Poetic Slice of Life. Angel Lammet. An angel saw me heaven, and it was love poems. An angel saw me terrestrial plane. The imagined ring circle around the sky's brim. The edge to the horizontal radius is deliberately misleading. You cannot be born, yes, are always ready and waiting. All the forces of nature coincide incidental to the powers that be. Summer sun shower with the supernatural ever be, voluming to settle for the wedding rice of standard psychology. Leave that mute desire to refuse to attire satire. Leave that headrest warm when comes the time of need. Leave now, and please don't ever leave. When the sugar canister broke from the kitchen countertop, some part of the uncertain baby presence remained that all is really sweet. When my father died of third-degree cancer at Riverside Hospital, reminder some part carries on the higher purpose have been blushing deep. When the setting of the universal set depicts the microcosm to the background world, some part of me lives forever unknowing because of you, which is never me. When the boarding house resembled a nuclear bunker, time was used patiently stirring. Some part proved the primary function when the stars recalled each possible pronunciation and conceivable distance awaited further development of space discoveries. When the doorbell had fallen of the opening space forbearance, some part was away from closing to home domain, and is a material body of evidence, familiarity. An angel watched me with blind eyes to all that I dubbed mortal. It was the music records. The last day on earth was novel existence, new beginning. Our matrix, the probable causes of death or life born, with the ethereal essence as a transcendent. An angel heard me in heaven. It was the seed evolving to green ivory leaves. Connection made. What else is there to relate upon the soul release? An angel knew I was here, physically disappearing. It was rumored destiny. And peace.
That's a deep one. I'd have to read that one again. Sinister, what did you think of that one?
Who'd you call?
So,
Sinister.
No, just call on me. You know, I need to read along, and that really helps me with you. But this one I caught. This is like it's a walk into the past, and in accounting and regulating future gains and woes and whatnot is a perspective piece of really well delivered and insightful, and not it's got you in it, but I mean it was like for the modern layman, cohesive and followable. I follow it regardless, but I really enjoyed that, man. Well done.
Yeah, that's a little different.
Thanks.
I agree. How about you, Linda?
Yeah, this was beautiful, Raz. Kind of different from your regular stuff, but I love the beginning. An angel saw me heaven, and it was love poems. An angel saw me terrestrial plane. The image, imagine ring circle around the sky's brim. The edge to the horizontal radius is deliberately misleading. Very philosophical, and at the same time, it's like straightforward, like I think Sin said. You wrote it from your heart, and this part about your father dying, and seeing it and feeling it, and let me see, where is it? The remainder, some parts carry on the higher purpose, had been blushing deep. When the setting of the universal set depicts the microcosm to the background world. To me, that's kind of saying that you saw your father in heaven, and what was in your life didn't matter anymore. That he was gone, and now you're left for him in encompassed all. And that's what I get from this. You said some part proved the primary function when the stars were called each possible pronunciation, and the conceivable distance availed further development of space discoveries. I just think this is like a phenomenal piece, and you read it very well. So thank you for sharing it, Razz.
Yes, all of this qualifies as parapsychology and subgenre text. I'm talking about not so much myself, but that feeling that an angel really does watch over you. And certain individuals, they have that kind of, psychic instinct as to their presences here, which was kind of the emphasis of the point. Thank you. Liquid.
You're welcome, Razz.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Oh no. Next is Rack, and then it'll be you. Raconteur.
Yeah, Razz, I thought this was deeply personal, and I love what you did, because you mentioned angels throughout the piece, and there's for me, the thing that stuck with me the most though was the few lines that you mentioned your dad and the cancer, because what creates more angels than frickin' cancer, and that observation alone kind of puts everything into perspective as a whole for me, because angels are kind of a religious symbol, but you're not really talking about that. You're talking about the beauty of life, to me. That's what I'm getting out of it. It doesn't have to be religious. It's an angel, symbolic, whatever, but you're talking about all the things that you're seeing around you, and when your dad passed and whatnot, that's kind of when you saw the light around you, and you saw all the angels everywhere. It kind of shone light on them and put them into focus. I thought this was great. Really enjoyable, Razz. Beautiful piece.
Okay, TJ.
Rack.
Well, everybody, they basically said a little piece of what I was about to say. Yeah, it sounds like you have confusion and you have questions that needs to be answered. And it sounds like you wrote a letter to the Most High, because I did the same thing. So that's why I could feel you on this. This is a deep piece right here. So you confused, I had one, if I'm a child of God, why is my life this way? What do I struggle and strive almost every day? And I ain't gonna spit no rhyme over yours, but yeah, I understand where you're coming from. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered. And that's what I got out of that piece. It was a great piece. It was a deep, personal, intimate piece with you and the Most High. And I loved it. Good job.
I appreciate that, DJ.
For me, not so much of the story. The story is good, but really good. I think you're talking more about a presence of that calming presence, that nature, that person who does that, who can calm your blood pressure and your nerves and bring you to a place that's almost spiritual, almost religious, because of their presence, which is pretty hard to find. And all the rest is a look into a little piece of you, I think, in your life. An angel heard me in heaven. It was the seed evolving into green ivory leaves. This is beautifully written, and I love your word choices. Quite poetic and deep, like everyone said. And different for you. This is different for you, Raz. I like it.
Very kind words, ma'am. Don't forget Adam.
Adam. Who? Adam. How could I forget Adam? Ready, Adam?
I ain't got nothing to say. It's all been said.
You forgot? Okay.
I guess that was his comments then. All right. Let's go back to...
Can I take a minute?
Who else we have?
Sure, Linda. Go ahead, sorry.
No, that's okay. I just want to know if I could take a minute to push my shows.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
We're going to do mine, and then we're going to do souls after this in a minute. I mean, yeah, go ahead, Linda.
As far as I know, I'm doing my show the second Saturday this month, right?
Right.
Okay, so that would be the 21st at 5 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. for you Alaskans. And then I have another show at A Team of Voices on the 10th of February, and then another show for LCN on the 18th. So come on down. We tell some stupid jokes and listen to some good poetry, and we all have fun.
Come on down. The poetry is right.
That's right.
Don't you mean the 14th, Linda?
What's that?
Don't you mean the 14th?
18th is third Saturday.
Yeah, that's right.
You're
A Team of Voices.
Saturday. Yeah,
no, A Team of Voices is A Team of Voices is second Friday.
Yeah, she's going to do that more than one show this month. That's what yeah. Thank you, Linda. You're right.
Should be then the 21st, right?
Yeah, this month is the January. It's the 21st for LCN.
Okay. And then Rack is the last Saturday, as we know. He didn't get one last month. Thank you.
I'm hungry. Yeah.
Eat your dinner.
Okay, so I was going to do mine, and then we're going to do soul on the board. Half soul or what? I'm not sure. I hope I got the name right. I probably didn't. Not that soul. We don't do that soul. Half a soul. Okay. Anyway, we'll be next.
They have interesting writing. I was reading through some of their writing. Pretty good.
This is called misaligned, okay? You keep crossing the lines that I divide. The sun reeks of emotional drought. Constants are bleeding through the needing. My mind snaps as the lights go out. Alcohol only numbs the stings, doubt festering on darkened lines, taken for granted on the fraying strings when all the demons have come alive. In mismanagement, the intent is to push through, dissecting the body of fate that held us rusted. As the stampede of unknown paths we trusted. In the face of the one who never tries, I cut myself for the sloth that you harbor. And as I lie here in truth dripping from my eyes while you watch, desensitized to the horror. So sparse are the days self-praising, where my mind could do no wrong. Greater now the internal raising of thought, self-infliction, my addiction, where do I belong? You place boundaries, scar the flesh, it's all temporary, the relief is rest. Sparse are the days, they never reverb. In creativity, the warriors of word. So I express my thoughts on a page, emotions rise in a creative vapor. Still the dream, our quill calls out to our hearts, and we try to put it back to the paper. Every word, every stroke is a wonder, and our instincts kick in full of hunger. We're hunters that chase, hunt down our prey. We won't let our doubts lead us astray. We will howl for the pack, those who are dearest of friends, as we burn up the airwaves with the ink from our pens and poems.
Wow.
Excellent piece, Boo. Yeah. And here I see what I do in several of your other works, this creative ingenuity of partnerships, putting it together, cracking the codes, and sending out the post. DJ, what do you say to this, my Boo?
Can you go back to him? I didn't send it to him yet.
All right, Sinister.
The code will never be cracked fully until Boo experiences and I love you, Boo. You're an artistic wonder. You really are. To be, as involved with as much as you're involved with, and still be able to produce quality and quantity on top of that is a testament to your character, darling. I love you.
Thank you. Love you. Thanks so much.
Wonderful lady, Boo. Liquid,
What do you say to this?
Yes, I was very inspired by this piece, Boo. An excellent poem. You have come so far, and you just keep producing these poems that are just amazing. You're needing in this of stress release. I can see it. That you use the words to get past all the craziness of the outside world, and you do it in such an eloquent way that I'm blown away. This is just an amazing poem that relates to your world as you see it, and how it affects you. So keep writing, my darling, and express yourself on the paper. You do it so well. And yes, like Razz said, I'm amazed with all you have on your plate that you're able to sit down and have a moment to do this. It's just fantastic. So thank you so much for sharing this piece, Boo.
Maybe I'm amazed.
That was Sinister, don't correct.
McCartneyism.
Where'd Boo go?
Who else do we have here?
Cynicism.
Everyone had their say
Adam
except for
and,
DJ. Are you going to comment, sir?
I think he needed a minute. He's going to be back. He's racking
Is he
Adam.
occupied again from the phone? Yeah, all right. So we'll have to carry on to the next piece. And I'm going to need a meter.
My God.
Oh, yeah, Adam. Wait, you didn't say a word. I'm sorry.
Adam
I didn't
fucking
skip
Razz.
you, sir.
God damn.
Damn it. All right.
For Christ's sake, dude. Only been here from Jump Street.
Adam.
I was going to say, I don't know. What the hell? Who gives a shit? I'll just fucking disappear for good this time. Fuck it all. God damn. Jesus Christ. They're going to get enough fucking gruff about everything. The fuck?
You didn't bluff him the right way, man. You know he's got to be bluffed properly.
You can't go away for good, Adam. That's
I sure as
most
fuck
of our fan
can.
base.
Well, anyway, don't worry. Okay, Adam, go ahead.
Sure as fuck be like a fart in the fucking wind.
Yeah, of course. You can do whatever you want.
Anyways, this piece is it's classic Boo. She got a rhyme and meter down. I wish, God, give me free verse, Boo. Give me pure free verse from your heart. Because you got to temper your heart when you write pieces like this. Between the lines, there's a deeper pain in this piece. She kind of gets away from it because she disassociates to speak of a grander thing. She starts speaking about, like, the grand writing thing and what that means for us all together. Kumbaya fucking ya, whatever. But if you read between the lines, there's a lot more heartache. There's a lot more pain in this piece. She kind of touches on it here and there, but escapes it through hiding. She hides away from the fact that she's in all this pain by saying, well, we do this together, all united in the pack. And I love that idea. I love it. But you're disassociating from the truth of your hurt, from the truth of your pain. If you would just let it go, just say what the fuck it is on the page without fucking worry or fear, because you are badass, like they all say. You do so much, and you balance it all, and you do it all well, not just writing or anything creative for that matter, your work life, everything. You do so fucking much. You're a fucking wonderkin. You're a fucking uber woman. You're more than these peasants on your line right now, Boo. You're more than all of this. You're more than all of us. We're all just nothing compared, really. You're a fucking superstar who decides, it's like a god who decides to be a man for no fucking reason. You don't have to be limited by this or some asshole in Timbuktu. You know, you could fucking have the whole world as your oyster, Boo. And I don't know how many times I got to fucking say it to you. You're wasting your fucking time and all this petty shit. You have life by the balls. You're the most tenacious fucking capable woman I've ever met in my life, but you hold yourself back. You hold yourself back and you limit yourself to these small worlds when you are too big for it. You stop fucking keeping yourself contained in this nonsense. Just go fucking seize your life. You could have a jet plane. You could have the yacht. You could be 100 times more wealthy than fucking AP. You have it all within you. All these people are nothing. We're all nothing. We're your friends here or there, or, you know, accoutrement. We're just passerbys or whatever, but you're more than this. You're a fucking supernova, goddammit, and you need to stop wasting your energies on this bullshit and just go get it. Take this fucking life and ring it for every fucking ounce it has, because you only get one pass. You only get one go in this. Stop wasting your time for an asshole on the other side of the world or another asshole from another place in the world and all this bullshit. Just fucking take this life and make it what you want.
Thank you, Adam. Great comment.
Exploding supernovas.
Back.
Take a bow.
How do I follow that? I mean, I like when you write, Boo, because there is a bigger picture in what you say, you know, a larger message that you usually contain within it. But at the same time, you know, it's your perspective on the world that you're talking about. So, you know, it's cool. It's like, you know, this is me, whether you see it or not. And you know, if you want to pick through it and find, you know, your idea about relationships, that's all in there, you know. But you know, it's who you are, and you put it on the page.
Fucking love, Boo. God damn it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, on that note, Adam, will you read Soul for me?
Oh my God! All right, let me take these. Just a sec. Got to take some happy pills. All right.
Do it in a British accent.
Bring those strangers out by the sea.
Can you read it in a British accent, Adam?
No, I wish I could do Cockney. That's my favorite English accent, is the Cockney.
That's like the lowbrow English accent.
I know it's the most. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, so is it on the board? Strangers by the Sea. Cool. Strangers by the sea. There once was a scarlet tree, and its home was by the sea. A man of great consequence, who talks in riddles of the past tense. His cries are like the storms, and his heart is like a flicking lighthouse. He drowns in his salty tears, and waits for his next vice, a spouse. Interesting. And peace.
Oh, wow.
What do you think of this? You read wonderfully, Adam. Of half.
Hey, could you read it again? On my phone, this is so short. I'm sorry.
You want to do it twice, Boo? Encore for Half a Soul.
It's so
half.
nice. I gotta hear the same song twice. All right. Half a Soul, Strangers by the Sea. There once was a scarlet tree, and its home was by the sea. A man of great consequence, who talks in riddles of the past tense. His cries are like storms, and his heart is like a flicking lighthouse. He drowns in his salty tears, and waits for his next vice, a spouse and peace.
That marriage isn't going to last very long.
Yeah, this one has its own like riddle type of phrasing with what the poet has done here. It makes you wonder, who is this person at the beach house? Why are they constantly waiting for someone to come back, either from the actual ocean waters or the sea? It has its own form of modern mythology mixed in with those thunders you see at the ocean at night. Is it within the flashes where they wait for this unknown to once again be the constant, persistent? Rack, what do you say of this by Half a Soul?
I think this is a beautiful brevity soul. Probably one of my favorite pieces by you. There's tragedy wrapped up in it. There's love in it. I really enjoyed it very much. The message of the man the longing. It's really enjoyable. I could sit here and try and pick it apart, but without seeing it, I'd have a hard time. But from what I got from it, the idea of it, there's also that sense of futility that you're talking about, that you recognize in this person, and it doesn't have to be a man. The fact that you wrote it from that perspective is kind of cool, but it's the plight that you're talking about, I think, and it resonates. It's relatable, and you did an amazing job with it. I really enjoyed it.
Great feedback, sir. And Sinister, are you still there? Did you hear half a soul? All right. Maybe he's on mute. He's doing something else right now.
This is an interesting piece. Can I speak on it?
You may.
Yeah, Adam, please.
So, some of the word choices, I don't think it's just for mindless coloring.
Here.
Scarlet Tree, we all know that's a common in literary fashion, a scarlet mark. You're branded for some sort of, usually it's infidelity, right? A man of great consequence, so he's made a shame of himself. Talks in riddles of the past tense. He can't make sense. He tries to justify his past, but he's stuck with who the fuck he is. Hence, his cries are storms, though. So he carries a weight. He carries power, but it just devours him as a whole himself. But there's a lament of love in the whole aspect, because what is his vice? His vice is love, or a spouse. That's not a bad vice to have. It's fucking sad. It's a sad thing that your vice is love. He doesn't say love. He doesn't use the word love. He says a spouse, a partner. But is he this cheater though? Is he some Lothario? He can't keep it in his pants in a relationship? I don't know. Some people can love and still cheat. I believe that's true. Some people, aren't like that, but some people can love and cheat, and some people can love more than one person. I don't know. Interesting piece, though. For a brevity, it has a lot going on. It's very 53 words.
That's a whole separate controversy. If a person cheats at one time, they're usually unfaithful in the relationship.
Yeah, but some people can cheat and still love some people, not all, but, I agree with that.
Yeah, but that's not about loving them. It's about the effect that it has on them. It's like when you cheat on someone, it's not about loving them. It's what that's going to do to the person if they find out. When they find out about it. So how can you do that to the person that you claim to profess to love?
It takes a narcissistic personality.
Narcissism is overused. Most people have a degree of narcissism in them. To be a full narcissist is very rare, actually. It's not a common trait. People overuse that fucking thing. It's like the hot word of the fucking gaslighting shit like that. It's just hot psychology
toxic
right now.
Masculinity, toxic positivity.
How about toxic femininity? Toxic feminism. Let's talk about that. Fucking tired of hearing toxic masculinity, toxic feminism. Get out of here with that nonsense.
Okay, tell us about your feminism.
Well, I don't know much about it yet because I still haven't really dressed up as a nun, Rack.
I was going to say, but
I was going to dress up like a nun with a Richard Nixon penis nose mask for a music. Anyways,
talking about fall break point.
He's talking about a lighthouse, which guides you, supposed to guide ships and shit. where they're supposed to go. But I mean, maybe he's talking about Adam got that, and he talks in riddles in the past tense because he can't live in the moment because he doesn't want to be in the moment because he misses that wife that he's looking for. I don't know if she was there before, but and then he cries like storms, and that's pretty cool. His heart is like a flickering lighthouse, so it's still looking for that piece that he's missing. It's really sad, actually, and dark. Well written, though. Yeah, I like it.
Mulan Raj.
Boo nailed
Liquid, you still haven't commented on this piece.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of witty in the way it's written. A man of great consequence who talks in riddles of the past tense. Great rhyme there as well. But I like what Boo said about him not being able to live in the now. He's living in the past. And at the end, see, in the beginning of the last verse, he's crying and he's not quite sure. I don't think he's quite sure of what his next vice is because it says he's waiting for his next vice. And then it's ... A spouse? Perhaps. But, and I think it comes to that point where at the end of the verse it is a spouse that is going to be prevalent in his life. But in the beginning, it's like love is not upfront and touchable. Where at the end of the verse, it is. So it's a very interesting poem, and I usually hate to use that word interesting when talking about poetry because it usually, to me, means there's nothing else to say. But here, this is a very interesting poem. The poet that wrote this had a very interesting mindset when they wrote this. So I think it was really cool. Thank you for sharing it, Soul.
Well, we've been halfway backwards on every last subject in society with the beach house. That was great, Liquid Damage. And
hey, Boo.
Are you going to choose the next one off the folder, Boo?
Boo.
Yeah, what? Who's calling me?
Hey, Boo.
Yeah.
Hey, Boo. Kitty's night feeding her newborn baby. Says she's listening. She's on the line. She just wanted to say hi, Boo.
Hi, Kitty. I think she has a poem up here too.
Yes, indeed. Perfect timing. Parlay.
I have to. I think she got a SoundCloud, so I'm gonna have to. Oh no, we can play it. Actually, I forgot. I got another. Yeah. I know. I don't know if she's on this list or the other list. We've got like 2 or 3 lists up here. Let's see. You remember where Kitty's is, Raz?
I solved it.
I don't have Kitty's in the folder, no.
But I don't know if you have a SoundCloud. It's in the folder.
No, I got one from Kitty right here. I don't know if she has SoundCloud. I mean, it's called "Welcome to the World."
Yeah, read it. Read it, Boo.
Yeah, you want it, Adam? I'll put it up there.
Read it, Boo.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on the board.
It's all yours.
It's super short. I'm just gonna put it on the board first.
Like a newborn.
On your baby. Congratulations on your baby so much. Okay. All right. You need a babysitter. Well, I live too far, but hey. Okay, so from Kitty, I'm guessing that's her baby. How cute. As the new year rolls in, the rainbow shines on through the hollow winds and rain, spreading cheers through the holiday season. The new edition brings more love to my family. We welcome baby Freya Joyce to the world on the 22nd of December, our little miracle baby. End poem. And then at the end it says, haven't written in a while, but wanted to write a little something to welcome my baby girl to the world.
Oh, how sweet.
Happy birthday, friend Joyce.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Freya Joyce. I wonder what Freya means. I'm going to look that up.
Norse goddess.
That's cute. Look how big the gloves are.
Yeah, it's always great when a new
Look
baby
at that
comes
cute
into
baby.
the world that brings more life into the light. Thank you, Kitty.
Wait,
and
snuggle this muggle.
Adam, you're the one who brought her up. What do you say of this, of the baby shower?
Always can use that light in the world, man. That's what. I mean, if anything,
I love. You know what Freya means? Noble woman.
Yeah, great name choice. For sure. Yeah. If anything can bring a light, a smile to my fucking somber face, it's children. They're just beautiful and wonderful, and they're also hell, but they're good kind of hell.
Because mommy pulls her breasts out and feeds her
every 3 hours. Every 3 hours.
Yeah, that's the anything can make you right. Can be like a child, and to have a child is like the best feeling in the world, the highest high you can have. So I'm happy for you. We miss you, but I know you'll be back. Congratulations on you and your baby. Yeah, beautiful poem. What do you think, Linda?
Goddess of love.
Better.
Yeah, I thought what a sweet thing to do for your child on its birthday. Is
right.
to 22 years from now, she can look back and say, "Wow, my mom did this for me." Just a little word
she can
to
listen
say
to the radio
hi.
and go, "Hey, who are these dorks?" No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's like. My mom loved me and said hello and wanted everybody to partake in that. So we're all here. We all say, happy birthday, Freya Joyce. Welcome to the world. You're here now. We can love you.
Welcome
there you go. And I haven't seen Kitty be naughty lately. Maybe she doesn't want another sibling.
5 more years and it's the metaverse.
She'll be the first one to tell you could do things. You don't have to be. Not everything that's naughty brings about the child.
What did you think, Raki-Boo?
I got two main things to say. Thank you for sharing the joy of your new child. And as much as I love children, I prefer to play with the box they came in.
Damn, I like that. That was good. That was too fucking
children
good.
are a gift from God, but I prefer to play with the box they came in. So.
Me too, buddy. Me too. Damn, that was good. I love that this is X-rated, but not. I love the show. Calcium's the best ever. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Fuck it.
Adam's full of piss and vinegar tonight. What about you, Raz?
Whiskey and muscle relaxers.
Anyway. What about you, Raz?
Yeah, I already commented that I found this to be a great, delightful piece. We had Sinister on the line and DJ, but they haven't really spoken up. They're still.
So they both dropped, I think.
We had Wayne at 1.2.
Damn, man, I miss Wayne. I thought he was gonna call back. It's too late now, isn't it? Fuck. Wayne.
Let's do Wicked Sisters.
Had a lot of poems in the full. Obviously, we're not going to finish them all tonight, as we know. Who's bugging me? Sorry.
You better mute.
So
the hell up.
Should I just end it?
You what?
Boo, or do you want to do a couple of more pieces? What do you want?
Also do a couple more. Because we got so many. If you don't mind. I'm not sure.
She's gonna want to hang on. She's got her fan club here. She ain't gonna want to let go.
No, I got all my favorite here. My favorite peeps. Sorry, I don't want to hang up. But we also have 2 topic folders full of shit we need to do. Okay, so let's do like a couple more. I don't know which folder you're taking from. I guess it doesn't really matter. I think you might have moved them all over.
January 8th. 2 days after
we're going
January
with the 8th, right? Okay, so how about if you read Dave Prophet? Raz, sorry.
Of course, we're always up for a little more profit.
All right, I'll put it on the board for you then.
I thought we were not
the queen of the house of the rising
not
sun.
for profit.
Non-profit organizations.
I hope you get better.
Don't count.
You know, he broke something. I forgot what, but he's resting. Oh, I see Kitty on the board.
All right, I'll read this poem, and here's for you, Dave. I can't do it as well as you, but I'll try my best. Queen in the house of the rising sun. House of the sun, ghost of the sun dogs. House rising could steal your soul. Magnetic, strange attractor increases as the square of the distance decreases. Harder to leave the closer you get. Its threshold, its event horizon. Such a seductive pool at its singularity. Shifting faces of every woman that ever was. Dark matter door handle sparkles with antimatter. Things unknown to man. Once you touch it, can never let go. Pulls you over. Its event horizon. Threshold. Lost forever to the indigo lust of every erotic thought you've ever had. Brings you into the audience of the queen. Queen of the rising sun. Queen of this house. Queen in the house of the rising sun. Sits in her throne of yesterdays. Some days of future past and all of tomorrows. Its structure phasing in and out of yours reality. Wavering in 400 nanometer purples on the edge of visual reality. On the edge of sanity. She speaks to you in long waves, radio frequencies, redshifted from light years, across the gulf to space-time, tugged and stretched by gauge fields. All those virtual particles with their sticky fingers, desperately seeking life past nanoseconds. Her voice in sub-octaves, shaking the house, in gravitational waves, terrifies your very soul. She poises a question, asks of you this: why are you here? When you have a wife at home, speak up, or you shall become one within the singularity. I was curious is all. She said, I shall release thee. Be gone back to thy wife, for I am the queen of this house and of the universe. I am the Dark Mother. The Dark Mother cast him off in shades of Hawking radiation. Parts of him were left behind that had no value. Pulled over into the house, blasphemous entropy, whose information painted upon the walls of space-time forevermore. There for all to see, but only once, cosmological newspapers so dangerous to read. The Dark Mother spoke to me saying, David, my man, did you see him? I did, my queen. I love you because your heart is true, only to me. Yes, my queen, I could love no other. We shall be together through all eternity. And I woke up. In peace.
Wow.
So this was, yet another take by Prophet on Dark Mother. He keeps on making new installments for the series. Adam,
right.
What do you think of this by Dave Prophet?
Oh man, it's dark and just dripping with that whole mystique of this Dark Mother, man. It's they like invented this whole mythos, right? It's like this whole thing between him and Boo. It's wonderful, though. I love the ongoing storytelling of the Dark Mother and her nefarious, damned souls that aren't so damned, but kind of damned. Great stuff. It was scary. I like it. Was kind of had that scary twist to it, but not so bad. It really, right?
Right.
Sometimes we're comforted in the darkness
of the Dark Mother each time. She appears to be some form of cosmological entity which exists in more than one galaxy that comes before Dave Prophet, of which he is not yet ready to receive all the revelations which will advance us further in science. Quite neat. Liquid Damage, your comment on this by Dave Prophet?
Yes, David always seems to amaze me when he talks about the Dark Mother. This was very, very cool. He kind of dove into the space-time continuum, the event horizon. That was very cool. And Dave is a prolific writer. He always gets into these deep mathematical type situations, but when he adds the Dark Mother in, she's become a loved participant in his poetry that he keeps true to, and I like that about these type of poems that he writes. So, David, well done, my friend. Thank you for sharing it.
Excellent, par excellence. Rack. Rack, buddy? You there? Blue drop, and all that's left was Rack
burning
back, but I don't know. He's a little bit silent on the line there. Rack, you done? All right. I think that's a whole knockout for the show.
Is that the TKO? Oh, man.
Yeah. Let's go over to the acknowledgments, and then I'm going to play the outro song. Thank you, Adam and Liquid, for remaining on our final end journey here.
Oh, sure.
No problem, man. This is our place, right?
You know, we have LCN, all the family. Thank you as well for your support, and we're going to bring it to you with the rest of Season 3. Season 4 is this fall, so stay tuned and continue hearing all this great poetry, of which it is our lot to bring to you for presentation. And I'd like to thank, real quick, in order and not in order of appearance, Mrslilboo, DJ, Lucky Strike Tickets, Rorschach's Adam, Wayne Jen, Adam Rich, Enough is Enough, but the Party of 8 is half the 16-inch screen size, Raconteur, Liquid Damage, Kitty the Naughty Poet, Half a Soul, Sinister Spital, Ed Whitman, Pope Benedict XVI for being there over the years, the 415, Prince Henry and Harry deciding to hate their parents, and however successful that has been for the past 35. The Steroid Wars of 1995, making overweight fantasy relationships possible. Debbie, who keeps us up through the consequences of being little. Sparkle Flavor, All the Champagne of 2023, open season game. Heal the Life and Health Life International for giving us all, including Mike Hunter. Love and Cannon, BC, Washington, Brooklyn, 2054 for being one of those times on forgetting all about 2022. Zorba, where are you? Thank you all for coming out to the show. Good night.
Good night, Rod.